You don't drainage with glutathione. You don't drainage with like chlorella and other things. Those are detox pieces, and you could do the binders, everything like that. I understand that's very popular right now, especially in the detox world. Can you give us a little bit of, all right, what's the difference between detoxification and drainage?
Yeah, it's a really important piece to kind of separate the two. A lot of times they're getting lumped together. Even if we're practitioners who are using drainage, they're calling it detox, and so it gets a little bit confusing. But I think it's important to make that separation, make that difference, because they are very unique medicines. They are very different than like you were saying, traditional detox, where there's usually more of a pushing and blocking and manipulation of specific pathways, intracellular pathways, phase 1, phase 2, phase 3 detox. With detoxification, something like glutathione, you're pushing a specific pathway intracellularly. With drainage, what makes them different, what makes them unique, is that these remedies are organ-wide remedies. They're affecting the entire organ. They're affecting the liver. They're affecting the kidney. They're affecting the lymphatic system, and they're affecting the gut, the 4 primary organs of detoxification in the body. So the drainage remedies are working on that level, on that global organ level. The other big piece is that they're also energetic. And we as practitioners, sometimes we're a little bit afraid to talk about energy and energetics because it's not as well understood, or really the mechanism of action isn't as well elucidated as, let's say, phase 1 detoxification nutrient. But the energetic piece is a really important piece because it's providing that information piece, the higher level frequency of the remedy that's a match to that organ. So with a drainage remedy, we have all these ingredients in them that are specific for a specific organ. Let's say the liver remedy for hepatic, for Soluna, for example. That information then gets encoded into the water and gets encoded into in the production process. The information gets encoded into the remedy that then is a perfect energetic match to the organs in our body. So you're getting this two-pronged effect. You're getting the physical constituents, because it's a very, very physical remedy. There are constituents within those herbs that are in the formulation that are affecting the physical pathways of the cell within that organ, but then also the energetics as well. We're having a two-pronged effect on the organ. So it's the physical as well as energetic. So that is a really big piece that's separated out. And I know a lot of practitioners, and I know you, and I just recently listened to the podcast you did with Dr. Christopher Shade, and I love all his protocols, and I think they're amazing. I think they're useful, but they're a little bit more, I would say, advanced forms of drainage, where I would layer those on top. Advanced forms of detox, where I would layer those on top of drainage. And he was referring to some of the remedies, and now they're trying to create drainage remedies within the company. But I've looked at some of the formulations, and they're really just herbal tinctures, and they're just regular herbs in alcohol or in a certain preparation, which again have those physical constituents, but don't have the energetic component. That makes it a drainage remedy. We can go into further detail into the energetic component, like how that's created, homeopathically or spiritually, how those are made energetic. But that piece is really, really crucial for effectiveness, and we know that because we've used them, exclusively in the practice, and we've used them with patients to have a really profound detoxification effect, really profound healing effect for the patient. So, rather than just using those specific nutrients for detox on their own.
Yeah, the way I've seen it, like in the simplest analogies of things, is sort of like that energy those are instructions. Those are telling cells what to do, how to act, how to function, because they're overwhelmed. They don't know what to do anymore. The physical pieces are like workers there to help them as well. They'll help get rid of some of the stuff while they're building up on their instructions to do it themselves, to flush out toxins intercellularly, push them in, move them out through urine, through everything else. So without the instructions, you're a little bit at a loss. These cells have become overwhelmed. They become too toxic. They're sluggish. They're slow. They're not replicating properly. The whole organ then, right? Cell moving up from that energy into the cell, into the organ, don't function properly. Toxins accumulate, get stuck usually in connective tissue elsewhere. And then you have a host of symptoms.